Welcome back to Aaron's Daily Thoughts. Today's subject is love is the only way. I've heard it said once that there are only two emotions, love and fear. Now, the way this works is pretty much every emotion you experience comes from those two emotions. The root of it is those two emotions. It's either love or fear. Now, you might argue this, but think about it. We have so many different negative emotions that we can feel. Let's take any one of them. Let's take anger. Well, anger, when you're angry at someone, it all comes from a fear of being wrong. Because you're afraid of being wrong, you get on the defensive, and all of a sudden you try to cover up that fear deep down by arguing, by fighting against the other person. Anger comes from a fear of being wrong, or even a fear of being let down. Whatever you're angry about. Let's take embarrassment, for example. That one's pretty obvious, right? Embarrassment comes from fear, whether it's a fear of what people think, whether it's just a fear of other people in general, whether it's a fear of, losing your reputation, whatever. It all comes from fear. Sadness. Sadness comes from, depending on what you're sad about, it can be a fear of losing someone. It could be a fear of being alone. Maybe you lost someone, and so you're sad because you're afraid of being alone. Maybe it's a fear of, maybe it's even a fear of being sad, or a fear of, someone else letting you down or something. I don't even know. But the point is, all negative emotions come from fear, and all positive emotions come from love. And love is the only way to happiness. No matter what you do in your life, no matter how much money you have, no matter how many friends you have, no matter how big your income is, no matter how big your house is, no matter how many cars you have, no matter how famous you get, the only thing that will bring true joy and fulfillment in your life is love. Talk to anyone, to interview any famous celebrity. If they don't have love in their hearts, then they feel like life is empty. They just do. They feel like they're missing something. They feel like they don't have a purpose. The people who truly have fulfillment in their lives and who truly live lives worth living are those who have love in their hearts. And when you follow your dreams, when you follow your passions, you're doing what you love. And what makes it even better is when you do what you love to serve other people. Because then you love yourself and you love others. People who seem to be super obsessed with themselves and super selfish don't actually love themselves. I really want to emphasize that fact. I've said that so many times on this channel. People who are selfish don't truly love themselves. It might seem hard to believe, but deep down, they're afraid of not being good enough. It all comes back to that fear again. They're afraid of not being good enough, so they feel the need to express outwardly how amazing they are. They feel the need to brag, to show off to other people so that they can prove that they're good enough. But it never works because it's just this cycle that keeps going over and over and over again. It's kind of like an addiction. You have these fears, and then you do things to compensate the fear, but in reality, it's only growing it. But you can apply that same cycle to love. The more you love others, the more confident you grow, the more you love yourself, the more you want to love others. And the more you love others, the more you love yourself. And the cycle keeps going as long as you let it. And you can change the world. One life at a time. Love is the answer. That's all I have for today. See ya.